Hi, my name is Seth, and as of like 30 seconds ago, I was inspired to do this. What is this, you may ask? I'm not sure yet, but basically, I post all the time. I post 6 days a week, short form content on like Instagram, TikTok, all the different platforms, YouTube Shorts, all the things. But what's funny to me is that since I was a kid, I have looked up to YouTubers, and I've always liked YouTube, and I've always tried to do YouTube, and I failed. And I've tried, and I failed, and I've tried, and I failed. So, I thought, for some reason, there's some cool things coming up, so I thought I'd give this a shot, and just kind of see what happens, you know. The 36th time is the charm, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna see. So currently the situation is, I have an awesome opportunity coming up where I will be opening for an artist by the name of Chloe Rose on a little West Coast run of shows, like 4 shows. Not anything too crazy, but it's kind of my first like big boy tour, if you want to call it that. But what's crazy is I will not only be opening for her, I'll also be playing guitar for her. Not sure why, because I'm not sure I know how to play guitar. So currently I'm in a little space here. I'm in my little practice space. This is literally just a room in my buddy's studio, and he's been kind enough to let me use it. This is all my stuff because I do like a live looping thing, which is kind of crazy. The only thing I'm gonna be using for Chloe's show is the little HX Stomp guy for my guitar tones, and then I'm also running tracks there. So I've got the whole show on my computer. So I'm about to run stuff for Chloe, and then I'm gonna run my show. So it's gonna be a good time. So why am I involving you? I'm not quite sure. Again, I've always thought YouTube was cool, so I just kind of thought it would be fun to like experiment with this. So currently we're about to run the Chloe show. Important things to note is I have coffee. That's very important for me as a coffee addict. We've got the tracks. Everything's gonna be running into my little in-ear guys here. So you're not gonna hear anything. So that's super fun. So yeah, I guess we could call this like tour prep is basically what this is. So I'm prepping for tour prepping. Top of show, here we go. Tracks are going. This intro is so dope, but you can't hear it, so whatever. Guitar transition. We gotta practice all the things. All the things. That's what we gotta do. Ah! She's like talking during this part. We have a little backing track. It's all fun. So then what'll happen is the end of that acoustic section will happen. And then, is it permanently bruised? So then the track fades in again. And we're doing the whole thing, so I'm doing guitar transitions. It's important to practice the transitions, folks. You never know. You never know. Ha! You never really know. Okay, just finished running Chloe's show. So now I'm gonna readjust some things. I'm gonna actually try and I'm gonna track my performance because I do like a live looping thing. So I'm gonna track mine so I can listen to it in the car whenever I'm heading to the next thing, just so I can reference, because it's always good to reference your performances and see how you actually did. So probably won't get too much footage of this next performance just because I'm gonna be performing. Imagine that. But yeah, I guess just to give some insight, it's currently Tuesday, and basically around this time next Tuesday, my brother-in-law will be flying in because he's going to actually play drums. Originally from Georgia. He's from Georgia, so he's going to be flying in. He's going to be playing drums. It's going to be super fun. I'm playing guitar. Again, I get to open the show. So it's kind of like crunch time right now. Basically this week, I'm just going to be running my show and Chloe's show every single day. Any chance I get. Also, I don't know if it's worth mentioning, but I live in a van, so that's why I'm in this space. So that's another thing just to keep in mind. I got merch. I got recent merch. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on, but it's exciting. I'm super excited because this is literally like what I've always wanted to do. Freak accident, kind of how all this kind of came into place. I wasn't necessarily looking to play guitar for an artist, but it worked out. So, also because it's my buddy's studio. He's got a session right now. So I'm just probably not going to talk as loud because I'm going to feel self-conscious talking this loud. I'm going to sing full volume, but just talking wise, yeah. So I need to get set up to run my show. We'll go from there. Everything, we've reset up everything. So now my computer's over there. It's going to track me. We're going to do multi-tracking of my setup here. And I'm going to run my show and we're going to see if I am prepared or not. The only thing I'm a little nervous about is I just put some new patches in my SPD yesterday. So the configuration I'm still getting used to. And yeah, so we're gonna do a run here and see how things go. Yeah, hopefully you feel good. Should I already feel good given I have to perform this show like next week? Probably. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. So I'll see you after the show. I'm gonna run the show. I'll see you after. And we're back. We just ran our set, or my set, if you will. I'm bouncing the MP3 of my performance to listen to, which I already know I'm gonna have a lot of critiques. It was not my best performance. Alex actually interjected halfway through that run, so that's fun. But yeah, now I gotta dump all this. I gotta go run some errands with my wife and whatnot. Well, we gotta go check mail because we live in a van, so we have to go to our PO box, and then we have a hang with someone, and then some other appointments we gotta tend to. So I'm gonna do this, listen to it in the vehicle, and then yeah, we'll see how this goes. Anyways.
Alec made this, didn't he?
My sister sent me a message. Why's all your music depressing? We get you deal with depression. How about something unexpected? I know I tend to ask questions through songs a bit introspective. I'm overdue for a new script, so here it is. I'm just gonna vibe here. Not overthink it, just feel.
So why YouTube all of a sudden? It's a great question. Also, my dog here is he's not hot because he's in here. We just ran him. So before somebody thinks that I keep him in a hot van, we literally just drove to this location. He's been blasted with AC. It is nice and cool in here still. We just ran him because he loves to chase his ball. So now he's coming down off that. And I'm getting set up to shoot content. So that's what I'm doing. But why YouTube? I think I kind of mentioned this earlier, but I've always admired YouTubers. I don't know why. It always just seemed cool to do YouTube. And I tried it a bunch of different times, but just never seemed to be able to get it right. And get it right being like, I just never seemed to be able to like get into a workflow that wasn't like overwhelming. I always bit off more than I could chew, and then I would burn out, and then basically I just couldn't do it anymore. So the reason I'm trying it again is because for like the past couple years, honestly, I've been doing a lot of short form content, posting on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and this year I started posting 6 days a week, short form content, and it's been going well. Like I haven't missed a day this year, and we're in May, so that's kind of cool. But basically, just in evaluating things and continuing to, you know, look at YouTube as this such a cool like platform. I just think it's so cool that like people can document their lives and like post it. I was like, you know, I really would love to do something like that. It's really just putting in the effort and finding a workflow that works for me, like I've done with songwriting and with short form content, all that stuff. So I guess I'm basically here to say that I want to give it a try again. It's not gonna look pretty in the beginning, as does nothing basically. I just thought it might be fun to like pick it up again, especially with some of the cool things. And for me as an artist who, you know, look up to other artists, I've always enjoyed when musicians and people I admire like do behind the scenes stuff, and you kind of get to see the process and see kind of how they pursue their career as an artist. So as somebody who is like, for what I would say, still in the very beginning stages of my career, living a kind of abnormal life with being in a van, playing cover gigs, and as well as shows, I just thought it might be kind of fun to try and see if I can document some of that, so you can kind of get a feel for what my life looks like. And then maybe if you like the music, or if somebody else out there is trying to pursue this thing, maybe they'll get some inspiration from this and feel encouraged in the process, because the process is messy. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here. So moving forward, I'm just gonna try to film some stuff, give you a glimpse into like my days as a DIY musician who lives in a van full time and does music. So I guess if you're seeing this, then thanks for giving me some of your time. Yeah, if you want to follow along, I greatly appreciate it as I continue to figure out this process. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to say now. I'm gonna go film my other content that I need to film. So
I become clear, 'cause everything's a vibe here. Oh my God, did I really just say that? I think I need to backtrack, thinking of the swing out what I just wrote, 'cause I know I can